wanna be the very best, but no one ever was. Hey, Abel here. So today I want to talk about Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's been a lot of controversy, a lot of upsets. Actually, I didn't feel like reviewing this, but last week was the first anniversary of Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I couldn't help but to read the comments of how many Pokemon players are just so upset when they are not as fun as previous games, although they look the same. So that's what I'm gonna address in this video. I'm gonna review the whole Pokemon Sword, the Isles of Armor DLC, and the Crown of Tundra DLC as a whole. So I'm going to talk about the things that I like first before getting to the bad points. So there are 3 types of Pokemon players. 1, they play for the campaign. 2, they collect them all. And 3, these are the competitive players who play Wi-Fi battles. And I was one of them. I actually started my Wi-Fi battles in X and Y. And the reason why I say this is because I really like how Sword and Shield set up and bring back the gym battles. It's pretty cool that you get to fight with the gym leaders in the stadium and the people are just cheering you on. I thought that was a pretty good aspect. It's even better if you play your Switch on the Nintendo Switch dock and play on the big screen with a good sound system. I'm telling you, the soundtrack is a killer. I really enjoyed my final battle against Leon, the Pokemon champion, and yeah, it was really good. I had fun with that. Another fun thing is the wild area. At first I was pretty hooked to the idea of catching stronger Pokemons with better stats inside this Dynamax well, I think. But after a while it gets a bit bored because the wild area in Galar wasn't that big as we thought, but thankfully the DLC offer us better places to go. Even now I'm still playing the wild area. I travel from places to places to hunt for Pokemon that I don't have. So yeah, I pretty enjoy it, although I know that the wild area graphics aren't that great compared with the CD, but we come to that later. Speaking of catching Pokemon, I really love the new design in this series. Some of them are pretty great. So one good example that I can think on top of my head is that the fossil Pokemon has always known to be the rock and something else type, right? But in this version, they purposely mixed up the fossil Pokemon and it became a abomination. And there's actually a good reason why they mismatched the fossil Pokemon. You can just go to Google and find the reason behind it. I tell you, you will not regret it. It's very interesting to know the history of the lore. I also love some of the Galarian version of the Pokemon introduced in this series. So one of my favorites, Cofagrigus, he's the coffin Pokemon and he's been reimagined as the Galarian version. The design and lore behind this Pokemon is also very well thought out, and Cofagrigus has always been one of my staple teams in my trick room, and I just love it so much. I also love Galarian Weezing, and he looks so ridiculous with the mustache and being a fairy type. Yeah, it's just so funny. And the Galarian Slowking, it has to be the reference to Emperor Palpatine. Come on, come on. The characters for this series is also pretty good. I love Marnie the most, and Nessa, the water gym leader, is so hot. As for the rest of the characters, I thought they are okay, except Hop. Hop is probably the lamest rival trainer that you have in the game, but I'll get to that later on too. And although it is more easier to level up your Pokemon right now, I think I don't really mind, because as a young adult who don't really have that much time to play games, it's convenient for me. Breeding is easier now, changing your nature is easier now, switching your Pokemon ability is also easier now, although you have to work for it. And with the new Dynamax Pokemon thing, the meta game changes and it forces you to rethink your Pokemon team. So yeah, I like that. I also like the fact that we don't get to see that many Studio legendary Pokemons in the Wi-Fi battles. To be quite honest, I'm sick of seeing the same Studio legendary Pokemon. So it's good that in this new meta game, you get to see the more common Pokemon being played out and how they are used best with such brilliant strategy and tactics here and there as well. So those are the few things that I like about Pokemon Sword and Shield as a whole, but it also has plenty of things that I don't really like. So Dynamax is fun, but I really think it's a gimmick. I prefer the Mega Evolution because it's more cool and it really brings out a different depth of strategy, making Pokemon useful. Honestly, Mega Evolution is one of the best ideas that Game Freak ever came out. If they plan to keep it this way, then fine, but I really hope that they keep the region version exclusive, just like the Alohan version and the Galarian version. So yeah, just keep it that. Another dumb move that Game Freak made was the need to be a member of the Nintendo Switch Online, because without it, you won't be able to trade nor have a Wi-Fi battle with your friends or other strangers. Like, that is just really dumb. For those who don't have it, you can't fully enjoy the full experience of the game, and it's a dick move, Game Freak. Yeah. But you know what else is really dumb? The storyline. Granted, Pokemon is not always known for having amazing stories. I played every Pokemon series throughout the years, and this one just takes the cake. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, they wanted to explore the mystery behind the Dynamax thing. It was very subtle throughout the game. I enjoyed the gym battles too much until one of the final stage against Leon. And before I could fight Leon, suddenly Chairman Rose just appeared out of nowhere and introduced his plan to save Galar from energy crisis. Very potong steam. Your rival Hop in the game is also very dumb, and I'm speaking in terms of the AI choices that he makes. He chooses a weaker Pokemon type against whatever you pick. He makes the roll move every time, and I have no problem beating him every time I face him. Actually, now I think about it, Hop is actually quite similar to that rival guy in Sun and Moon. I forgot his name too, because they are both essentially the same. They are like, oh, I got beaten, but don't worry, I'll get stronger. Another bad execution is the lack of exploration. This game is super linear. Some of you might say, what about the wild area exploration? Isn't that cool? Well, like I said, the wild area isn't as big as we thought it was. And now with the DLC, I think it is better now, but still not much place to explore. But I think one of the most disappointed things is that in the game mechanic, battle animation is essentially the same as X and Y. It's like you're playing a 3DS game on a Nintendo Switch. The fact that the Pokemon only appears when you get close enough, just like this, is really lame, and the fact that there's Steelix here, it has to turn like that. Game Freak is not fully utilizing the Switch system. It could have been so much more, so much graphically beautiful. So yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield is a mixed bag for me. And you know, if I were to compare it with Pokemon X and Y, I think even X and Y did a better job in this. So what's your favorite Pokemon series? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. I'm Abel. I'm signing out.